Alright, so this is just a quick breakdown of the project so far. So obviously it just starts random slot 0, 0. It always makes this village, but it does re-roll this village every single time. So everything about it's different, but it's always Landover. So movement, obviously, you just pick your direction. And it generates it all as you move around. Now, one of the things that you'll notice here is you've got these two different. So this here, the shaded dull, means that you've seen it. So you know that that's what it is. If you want, you can also actually see the full wedge. That's actually what we've rolled. So we got a lot of grasslands around here. Here's the travel log to see everything that's been happening. You can save your game, load, export it, import if custom. We'll go to those in a moment. You can click any particular hex that you've been and get information about them. But return to party. Let's get out there. Oh, we had a giant centipede. Mountains. So mountains work a little different. When you first move into them, it's going to check if there's a pass. If there's not, the icon doesn't change. But you also can't move through it. You can only move from the hex you are in or to any adjacency that shares it. So I could go north. Now I've came in from this direction, I can't go southeast now. If that makes sense. It's just an adjacency thing. This is depressions. I don't have a asset for these yet. So, rivers, or not rivers, canyons and gorges and whatnot I don't have. So that's on the to-do list. We just found our first dungeon here, City Ruins, and had some stone giants earlier. Yay. Gives you some information about it. Again, you can use or not use this stuff. It's really just flavor to help you kind of picture it in your head. But to give a look of, this is how much we've actually really generated already. As you zoom out further and further, it does get laggy, so keep that in mind. But in order to stop this right here, because this is technically the best way to find the most stuff in the smallest area, is to just go hex by hex by hex, and it's like up, down, left, right, and not really go out and scout. But what you'll notice is nothing is being found. The reason, well, not all of that, we just got bad rolls, but so this is a Thorpe. Well, a Thorpe as a civilization, so it in 2 hexes out is all civilized. No other. Did we actually get one? No, it just doesn't look like it. You'll see it in here. If you roll another settlement and it's like right next door, it cancels it. Because you can't have settlements inside of settlements, so you actually have to go out and look around and find stuff. You can't just go down this line, up this line, down this line, up this line. But we've got so much flipping grass. Here's another little. Yeah, so. Found a tomb. But as you see how it's generating more and more stuff. There's a hamlet. But okay, so everything that we're doing, you can also all find here. So don't worry about the oracle here. I'll talk about that in a second. So your calendar, every single thing that's happened, that tomb, I mean, we found it morning one. But each day is broke down into its, 2 checks per time. Uh, these are the actual travels that we did. So it's basically the same log. These are the places that we found. So here's the settlements, Bidcap, Landover, of course, because that's where we started. Sugar Obelisk, another hamlet. It does tell you what shops that they have in each one. So you can tailor that for needing to travel to, buy stuff, get supplied, etc., etc. We haven't found any castles. We've got 2 different dungeons. I'm working on a dungeon generator right now, which will go right here. We did find a giant beaver lair here at -10 or -910. I didn't realize that, but we did. Threads, this is if you're using the Oracle system, which let me kind of go over it. So whenever you have a question that you don't know, especially if you're wanting to like tell a story, you can use the Oracle system to do it. For those familiar, this is kind of like Ironsworn or the Mythic GM emulator or things of that nature. Really, it's based on Mythic, but that's what this is. So I'm not going to go into huge depth on how it works, but that's how it works. But that's how you get your threads, NPCs, factions, rumors. This is for your notes, things of that nature. This is where the guild. This is where you're going to be setting up, like your parties, things like that. This is also where like the reputational system will come in. This is going to be where all your characters are, where they're located, what party they're in, what groups they're in, if they're training, carousing, smithing, researching, whatever. This is all your dungeons. And of course, it'll have the map for them. These are the encounters that we got. We didn't have a bunch, but that would have been deadly. And then the actual calendar itself. This is going to be switching into an actual calendar, but for now, it's like this. You can also put it on the newest chronological if you want. But all in all, that's the system. And like I said, you can load. Like here's my test world. To see other, stuff here. Oops. But yeah, pretty sure this was the actual. Nope. Was it right here? It was. So here's Landover again. As you see, different. It's all different. But yeah, but again, it rolls all this stuff up. So as of right now, it's Dungeons and Data.